Hey everyone, it's Christy Lynn here. Oh man, I just set up the camera all good and thought it was all gonna be good and now it all shrunk, so oh well. Hey everyone, hold on, give me a second, let me fix this. It is so weird. Okay, I'm trying a different setup because I wanted to show you guys the cards more, but guess it's not happening. Alright, anyway, hey everyone, it's Christy Lynn here. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. I am on my laptop tonight, so it is definitely a different setup. Um, anyway, the collective energies are intense. They are intense. So I really wanted to hop on and to give you guys some support and give you guys some guidance if you are needing it at this time. I definitely feel there has been a lot of eight of swords and a swords energy that's kind of coming up for you guys. I personally felt it myself as well and had to work through it. And as soon as I did, I felt inspired to come on and to share a little bit about that with you guys. So last night we did the water signs reading and we talked about temptations and we talked about when we're on our spiritual journey and when we are on the precipice of a breakthrough, we will be tested. And we will have temptations, and sometimes these temptations will come in the form of negative thinking, self-doubt. It could come as a distraction. It could come as an old coping mechanism that doesn't work for us anymore. It could come in many different ways. It just depends on your own journey and how that kind of plays out for you. So, that being said, I really wanted to hop on and to help share some of that information with you. For myself, it was very it was very mental. It was a very mental type of temptation, and will get you second guessing about your journey and about your decisions and about your path. So to be very careful, because that's the devil energy, and our shadow selves can really come in and really distract us and distort our realities and our mental clarity. Thank you, Spirit. So, really needing to. The biggest thing for me was really letting go of the mental body and coming back into the heart-centered heart space, and really being in alignment with my true self. I mean, that sounds super cliche, but it's true. It's really true. And what I mean by that is coming into a space of complete surrender. Complete surrender. I could feel some of this energy here still kind of kicking in. Okay, so the biggest thing, there was a message that came in for the air signs as well a few days ago. Archangel Michael came and he spoke and said, in solace, all you have to do is protect your energy, and in solace you will be rewarded. So that means being in peace. Peace of mind, peace of heart is where we're going to be able to hear the messages that we need. And we are going to be guided through this space, through our heart spaces. Now, if any of you are in a bit of a 10 of Wands energy right now, feeling really overburdened, whether that's a mental space or in the physical, I really just want to encourage you to keep going and to slow down and to really reflect, to go into the heart space and completely surrender the mind. And it was really interesting when that very smooth transition happened once I had some clarity around letting go of what it is that I should be doing in the future, even tomorrow, the decisions that I should be making tomorrow, because I was getting really caught up in that, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? It feels like I'm on the right path and all of this stuff, and I started doubting myself, and I was getting really caught up in worrying about the future and getting almost obsessed about the future and trying to determine what it is the right decision for me and my path next. And that was when the devil energy would come in and really try to confuse you or confuse me, right? And so I had to take a step back and remember the guidance that I have received in slowing down and having peace of mind, and reminding myself not to let anything or anyone disturb my peace. So that is the gift I can give myself, is by not allowing anyone or anything to disturb my peace. Because when my peace is disturbed, I cannot hear the divine. I cannot hear my own guidance. I cannot hear my own spirit or my spirit guides. So when I remembered that, I took some time and did what I had to do to really help bring myself back into the present moment. And yeah, so I'm feeling there's some of that energy for you guys. I know I've been talking, wow, for 5-6 minutes already. Okay, let's get into it here, because yeah, the 3 crystals that we're using tonight are the clear quartz crystal, because we want to receive some clarity. Hold on. There we go. Let's bring you a little bit closer too. Okay. All right. So we're going to use the clear quartz crystal to receive some clarity here, some clear messages. Black tourmaline, if you have it, definitely a grounding stone, a protection stone, and we're using, I don't know what this is called, but it's like a red, orangey kind of crystal. It's good for the root chakra, which really helps to balance out any energies to help you feel safe, secure in yourself. It also has to do with the divine willpower. Okay, whew. Lots of fluid energy for you guys. So we're going to do things a little bit differently tonight. We're going to pull some angel answer cards, and then we're going to clarify that. And then we're going to use 3 oracles again tonight, because I really feel 3s are definitely a thing here. We're needing a lot of extra support for everyone at this time. I'm really feeling that. So I love you guys. Let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. First card out. No need to worry. No need to worry. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Next is yes. Exclamation mark. So if there's been something that's been on your mind and you kind of haven't been able to make a decision, or if you're like wondering if I'm on the right path, I feel Spirit is saying yes. Yes, 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 yes. There's no need to worry. In the near future, there's something that's going to be happening. You're going to have major success here. Major success. And then we have no. So there could be an answer or a question that you may be having on your mind right now that is going to be a no. And if you believe. Wow. 6 cards. Okay. Serious. Just kidding. Bottom of the deck, we have be assertive. Be assertive. Trust. Ask help from others. Take action. Communicate clearly. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. So we'll clarify these. We're going to do 3 at a time because this is a lot. I hope you guys are having a really good night, though. I wonder if you guys can see this. Hold on. Bear with me. Can you see that good? Sweet. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this for a little bit. I'm in the mood for trying something new, trying new things here, new setups. Okay. Whew. All right. Please clarify, no need to worry, Spirit. For the collective. No need to worry, you're on the right path. You've been feeding the fire here with love, with pure intention. The divine is surrounding you and is supporting you with this. So there's no need to worry. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, Five of Swords, and Four of Wands. Ace of Swords underneath the deck. Definitely receiving some clarity here. There is no need to worry. Stand true in your empowerment, in your self-sufficiency and your independence, both spiritually and physically, mentally and emotionally, of course, to really override this Eight of Swords energy that I was telling you about. This is that worry. This is that unnecessary worry. That was tripping me up earlier too. So Eight of Pentacles, keep working, keep doing what you're doing. Keep working towards your goals, towards your business, towards your path, your calling. These are the temptations that we do get tested on, like I said in the other reading. This is your destiny. That's why it's so, that's why you're going to be tested on it, because it is your destined path. There's Sagittarius energy here as well. Five of Swords and Four of Wands. Hold strong in your truth. I feel for some of you this is a karmic lesson. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. A lot of you have completed a lot of karmic cycles here. And it's important to stay true. The Eight of Pentacles. Continue working hard here. The Five of Swords and the Four of Wands. Regardless if there's any sort of conflict or fighting around you, and like it could be with family, it could be with marriages. Hold on. Know that whatever is occurring here is definitely a part of your destiny. It was fated to happen. There is no need to worry. Just focus on yourself right now. We have two eights. Really speaking about abundance. Being mindful about communication and thoughts in regards to family, marriage. Even if there is conflict in around family or possibly with a partner, there's no need to worry about it. It was meant to happen that way. It is a part of either your karmic lesson or their karmic lesson. But try not to get into the Eight of Swords energy, because it's going to trap you there, and you have work that you need to focus on. I feel like it's really important to speak your truth. You are going to receive a message here from a younger fire sign, someone who's coming in really quickly. An Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're going to bring in some clarity and some message. Some messages here. Possibly in regards to family. I feel it's imperative. We have two feminines here with the Queen of Swords. It's very important to speak your truth and to keep your emotions in check. Like I said, right? So we're not flaring up when this Five of Swords energy comes up, and to really focus on your abundance, focus on your business, on your, what keeps you grounded. What keeps you grounded. Ace of Pentacles. Going to be receiving a gift here very soon. So there's no need to worry if that's been a part of your worry as well. There's no need to worry. You have an Ace of Pentacles coming in. I feel the divine is coming in to reward you because you've been taking very good care of your finances, taking very good care of your pentacles, of your ideas. And you are going to be rewarded here with the Five of, hold on. There's a Five of Cups here and a Page of Cups. I feel someone is coming in. If there was any sort of disappointing energy, I feel someone has a lot of regret and they're coming in with an apology. They've been doing a lot of reflection that's been keeping them up late at night. It could be a Libra with a Justice card, but they really want to come in and bring in some balance to the situation because it's really keeping them up at night. And this is what I mean about the karmic lesson. If this is what this is in regards to, if there was something that someone had done in the past, it is haunting them at this time, and they really want to come in to really bring balance into this situation. It's important for you to remain in your Empress energy. Very, very fluid and abundant and very compassionate. Like fluid in your emotions. Ten of Pentacles. There's fortune here. A lot of abundance. A lot of abundance. Definitely manifesting something here. Thank you, Spirit. Whew. All right. Please clarify the yes card, please. How are you guys liking this setup like this? I don't mind it. It's something different. Okay. Please clarify the yes card, please. Please clarify the yes card. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Okay. So we have the Ace of Pentacles showing up again here. Three of Cups underneath the deck. So definitely some very positive and celebratory energy here with the Three of Cups. We'll get to that in a second here. We do have the Empress energy here as well. Feeling very abundant, very fertile in ideas. I feel like you've been, like I said, you've been taking care of your pentacles very well and you're getting rewarded by the divine. There is this Five of Cups energy coming up again. It's a little bit of a disappointment energy. Someone might have some regret. I think this was exactly what I just picked up on earlier. Because, yeah, the Three of Cups with the Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups here. Lots of emotions. Lots of emotions. So someone I feel is deeply regretful about a situation. It could have been a third-party situation. They want to come in to bring in an apology because they've been doing a lot of reflection. They've taken a long time. I feel like it has taken them a long time to reflect on this. They were really confused with the Seven of Cups. There was a lot going on in their life, and I feel like a lot of people were painting different pictures for them, and it was confusing them. It could have been a Leo, but I feel there's going to be an illumination here. If there was any confusing energy that you've been going through or feeling any sort of disappointing energy, if you've had to leave something or someone because of a third-party situation, I really feel like you are going to receive some sort of illumination. You're going to see things a lot more clearly because you left that energy behind you. You are going to be victorious with the Six of Wands. There is a need to balance out a situation here with someone from the past with the Six of Cups. It could be a past life soulmate. It could be a past life lover. I mean, a past lover. Possibly have children with this person. There is some conflict here. Definitely some competition and conflict around some sort of heartbreak with this person that has been impeding their ability to be able to move forward in their life and make plans and act on the plans, because the wands really speak about action, and I feel like they've been wanting and they've been planning on bringing this balance into this situation for a while, but there was just so many burdens that they were carrying, and they weren't able to walk away from a situation. They felt really bounded from this, and it kept them up at night. Interesting. Stand up for what you believe in. I feel this person is also learning how to get over their Nine of Swords energy. You could be picking up on this. You could be picking up on their energy, which is kind of confusing you and making you feel a little bit chaotic at this time with the Five of Wands. You are going to receive some sort of message, some sort of communication here, possibly an idea, but I feel like you are going to receive a message. The Ace of Wands from a King of Pentacles from an Earth sign. You could be picking up on this energy, and that's why it's kind of like coming out of the blue for you. You're not really sure like where this is coming from. Is this my energy? Is this like whose energy is this? And sometimes when we're energetically connected to other people from like the past, especially when you're moving into new cycles, if there's any sort of like loose ends that need to be tied or need to be cut, I feel like this could be some cord energy that needs to be cut. Okay, the Hierophant. 10 of Cups. Could be a Taurus. I feel a lot of you are a lot of you are directly on the right path. Yes, you are on the right path. I know we really hyper-focus on this Five of Cups, but I really feel like there was something that needed to be said or some sort of clarity that needed to be brought to you. But yes, you are definitely on the right path here. You are abundant and fertile, and you are in alignment with the divine. With the Hierophant here, I definitely feel like you are a spiritual leader. You are a healer. It's almost like you are reinventing what spirituality is for you, which is like creating new pathways for humanity to be able to have a chance to understand spirituality and the divine in a completely different way. And it's completely in alignment with your heart. And that is a beautiful, beautiful recipe. Some of you could be herbalists, some of you could be naturopaths, some of you could be wanting to go down that route because it gives you emotional fulfillment. You could be wanting to learn about plant medicines. And I feel the divine is saying, yes, yes, go for that. Go for that. If that's what your heart is calling you to do, that's what's going to make you happy, then go that way. Listen to your heart, always. It will unlock some knowledge, ancient knowledge that is in your DNA. It's in your ancestral lineage. You might pick it up very quickly because you were in a past life, you were a naturopath, you were a medicine person. You knew how to work with the plants and the animals. So go for it and surprise yourself. This spirit is what Spirit is saying. You are going to receive some clarity here and fast communication, and I feel like I just gave that a little bit to you here. But I feel like this is going to be more or less downloads and messages from your spirit guides that's going to give you clarity on what it is that you need to do to be able to move forward and make these steps. It's something that you've been manifesting. You can also be dealing with a Gemini. I feel you and your higher self have been manifesting this together. Your soul's purpose, your soul's mission. Even if you don't want to call it that way, you could just call it a hobby if you want. Right? It doesn't need to be like super serious, like, or 007 mission, kind of thing. It's really going to help you in putting down a lot of these burdens because it's going to uplift you with the 10 of Cups. So we have 2 10s here, definitely completing cycles. I definitely see a lot of victory. You're going to receive some recognition, or you're going to feel that internal accomplishment for sure. For sure, for sure. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. That was beautiful. Okay, let's see. In the near future. Thank you. In the near future, we have the Lovers, Gemini energy. Definitely feel there's going to be a union here. Could be with a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. We have King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Six of Pentacles here. Tower. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. So this could be some of that Five of Cups energy here I was feeling, but I also feel like this is something a little bit different for some of you. In the near future, you could be dealing with a Gemini, but I feel like a lot of you are going to be coming into union, possibly with your twin flame. I did not think that we were going to talk about twin flames, but I mean, that's been kind of coming up lately. So I feel like you are going to discover who your twin flame is. And if you've been doing some research on what twin flames are, you will begin to understand that it is not, it's not an easy journey. There is definitely a lot of growth, a lot of, there's separation, there's a lot of triggers and a lot of things that will come up. It's definitely not romanticized. Well, it is romanticized, but that's kind of an ascension trap. I feel like there is a union here with the King of Pentacles. We have two masculines, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a male. It could just be that there's two people here that are in their masculine energy. Queen of Swords, she came up a little bit earlier too about talking about needing to really speak your truth. I feel strongly that some of you would really benefit from taking a look at the water signs reading that I did last night. We definitely talked extensively. We went really deep with like every single situation and card, and there was a little bit of a different story for each one. Yeah, hold on a second here. Okay, so definitely needing to speak your truth to this person. I feel there's been something that's been kind of really, like you've been through a lot here with the Nine of Wands, and there was some sort of betrayal that occurred. It could have been with the water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but there's three people in a situation, but there's only two in the Lovers card, so I don't know what's going on here per se, just yet. There could be a... Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay. So there could be a potential business partner if that is this union, if that's what this union is talking about. There could be a healing and a blessing that's going to occur through this King of Pentacles. Doesn't necessarily have to be an earth sign. It could just be someone who's embodying that energy. Someone who's very good with their finances, very good with business, very grounded, very like, yeah, really good with finances. That's all I can really say about that. And really needing to speak your truth in a very confident and straightforward way, but with integrity, of course. You have been through a lot. It could have been with this water sign. I feel like you really persevered through a lot, and I feel you are completing the cycle with the Ten of Swords. It's an ending of a bad time, of a hard time. King of Cups here. So we have Six of Pentacles underneath the deck, the Tower, the Moon, and Temperance. There's definitely a balancing act occurring here, definitely with a karmic balance. There's going to be a sudden, abrupt, could be a Scorpio as well, but there's going to, with the Tower card here, there's going to be a sudden change that's going to like totally bring the scales back into balance. It's important to be able to see past the illusions and to supersede or ascend the illusions that the moon can bring to you sometimes. And Temperance, you can also be dealing with a Sag. We have Pisces and Sag here. Really needing to temper out your emotions. I feel like that's what the divine has been really, a lot of our lessons in the last couple of years, especially if you're preparing for a mission, is we need to always remain in this balanced state if we are going to be of service for others. if we're going to be of service to ourselves. But yeah, something's going to happen out of the blue here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I do want to get a little bit of clarity around this Five of Cups here. We did talk about it, but thank you, Spirit. Whew. I could definitely feel this Nine of Wands and Ten of Swords energy here. Whatever happened in this, it's going to be brought into balance. Please clarify the Five of Cups. Some of you may have had to have left another job, or you're worried about leaving a new job if you were given a new offer, a new job offer possibly. You're worried about disappointing other people. And I feel, yeah, so it definitely could be another job offer. We have the Queen of Pentacles, definitely having something to do with business and money. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, Earth energy. So we have Queen of Pentacles here and King of Pentacles here in the near future. So this is what this union could be coming about, but there is a little bit of a disappointing energy. I feel if you've been given an offer, but you're afraid of disappointing another person, I feel Spirit is really just asking you to move forward diligently, focus on your goals and what you want in your life, and be very direct. The King of Swords here is a very, like, he's kind of cold, but not necessarily, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have any emotions. It means that he's very deliberate, like the air signs, right? They have learned how to, like Aquarius is the water bearer, right? So he carries his emotions. He doesn't let it override him and override his decision-making process and what he wants to do for his future. He's very, they compartmentalize their emotions very well, and they can, you know, deal with that at a later time when it's a little bit more appropriate. So I feel like being very thorough, being very direct, continuing on your path, on your journey, what is true for you is going to help you. We have the Moon card here coming again. I definitely feel like Spirit has been talking to you through your dreams, or definitely giving you hints and synchronicities and guidance to help you move through this in your duality. That's what it is. Okay, so you guys are moving through some sort of gateway. Some of you are moving through a gateway here between duality, your own duality. So you need to supersede your own duality within. So we all have polarities, you know, the light and dark, negative, positive. So learning to balance that out is going to help you in being able to move forward and making these decisions in a way that reflects what you want. We have the Six of Cups here. A Pisces could be coming back from the past as well. A wish fulfillment. Wanting to work together. Really needing to be patient as well. Emperor energy could be in Aries, Virgo. Wow, we have a lot of major arcana here. Okay. Patient, but also very standing in your Emperor energy. You could also be in Aries. We are in Aries season officially right now, so a lot of things are going to be picking up. You could be feeling a little bit of that pressure. But when you're on the right path, and like I said, you know, you are going to have temptations. Spirit is really asking you to go within, the Hermit. If you need to seek spiritual counsel or like guidance from someone, I would recommend, Spirit recommends doing that. Because sometimes when we are in, I don't really feel like there's a lot of, I don't feel like you're in the midst of stuff right now. Okay. Ten of Swords here, though. A little bit of Eight of Swords here. Not too bad, but I feel like helpful reminders from other people who you're surrounding yourself with. Using your wisdom, using your own light to be able to move past this and move into out of this limbo state. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Whew. Let's see here. Can we clarify the King of Pentacles, please? Who is this King of Pentacles? Two of Wands. We got the 6. Yep. Okay. Huh. It could be a financial advisor for some of you. Someone that you've been making plans with. Or seeing yourself making plans with here, business plans possibly. Because we have the 6 of Pentacles in the Tower again underneath the deck. So that's telling me that this person, this Tower is going to come in out of nowhere. It could be someone being very charitable. They could be giving you some donations or kind of a leg up. And then you're going to be in a position where you need to make a decision on where it is that you're going to put these investments. Now, investments could be time, money, or energy, focus, support. However, the pentacles show up. It's not always necessarily dollars or funds. It could be simply that someone is giving you help with your business plan or possibly with, you know, your bookkeeping or something. But for some of you, definitely well, it could be receiving some sort of donation. Could be from a fire sign as well. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If this has something to do with a divorce or a lawyer or with a justice, we also talking about Libra here. Gemini. Okay, hold on. If some of you are going through a divorce, I feel there's going to be like a sudden, there's going to be a sudden decision made here. Something that you've been very diligently manifesting, bringing justice to the situation. Manifesting some kind of communication here with the 8 of Wands. It could be communication. It could also be the fact of just wanting to move ahead quickly out of this energy. And so the tower, okay, thank you, Spirit. Yes, really needing to use your intuition here. The towers are brought to us when we are on a path that is not conducive for where we're going. And so a tower, what it does, it course corrects us into where we're putting our focus and our time, money, and energy. Because if we are obsessively or overly indulgent in a certain type of energy, and it's really sucking us dry, then we're gonna get a tower moment. That's going to course correct us. And so we go from the 6 to the 2 of Pentacles. So I feel like some of these burdens are kind of coming off of you a little bit, and you're able to manage a little bit more of your time, money, and focus and energy, which is what you've been hoping for. You've been hoping for some sort of relief. We've seen the 10 of Wands earlier as well underneath the deck. So I definitely feel like there is some of you are really manifesting some sort of relief from burdens and responsibilities that you've been carrying for a long time, and I feel it's coming in the near future. It's very important to use your intuition as well. The High Priestess here is also speaking of Virgo energy, especially when in regards to an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have, could be a father. This is definitely my father card. I feel someone's coming in to bring in a message of love or an apology. Really wanting to work together. Yeah, same energy here. Yeah. Use your intuition. I mean, that's kind of like the bottom line for a lot of things. It's just like using your intuition. Okay, I want to take a look at this King of Cups here. Please, Spirit. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. The Hermit could be also dealing with a Virgo, so really needing to go within. You could also be dealing with a Leo here with the Strength card underneath the deck. The Hermit card. This person could actually be the person that's going to help. Yeah. This person, I feel, could actually be the one who's going to help you to overcome this betrayal and to help you navigate through your uncharted territories, through this kind of wavering path. Because you've been through a lot. Like the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Swords tells me like you've been through some kind of craziness. And I feel they're going to help you here. They're going to help inspire strength in you by giving you something tangible, an offer. The Knight of Pentacles. It could also be slower moving energy. So we live in a society too that we are always wanting some quick fixes. Like we just want things like fixed right now. I want to get over this 10 of Swords right now. I want to get over my trauma right now. But it doesn't work that way. I mean, it really depends on where you are in your journey and how much work you have done. Because over time you gain the wisdom to be able to learn how to move through your triggers and your trauma and your betrayals and everything a little bit more quickly. However, you know, there's some people, some of us who have gone through a lot of this energy and have actually created a bit of a path, a bit of an understanding to help you to slowly move through this. Someone who's spiritual, someone could be a Taurus. Someone who's spiritual. Someone who's like, I keep hearing like, and this is what I heard earlier too with the Hierophant, about reinventing what spirituality is and what spirituality means. You're creating new pathways. Or this person is going to help you create new pathways within yourself to be able to really connect in the spaces where you may not have been able to before. Like you may have tried, but sometimes there's like one little missing piece that we just aren't quite able to get and understand. And that's when the divine will align us with the person that we're meant to work with, or that's meant to work with us. And then we're meant to have an exchange of energy and knowledge or understandings, some sort of support and help, guidance. So we can get that missing key to be able to unlock that wand here, or to take what is needed to take one of these swords out, or to put one of these wands down, or both. Because this is really intense energy, wand and swords. I definitely see a victory here with the six of wands and the 10 of wands. I'm definitely receiving a message here from some spiritual, it's such a general term. I mean, like spiritual knowledge, but something that you've been manifesting, something that you've been praying on about. I feel that the divine is it could be a small message too. It doesn't always need to be this big, fancy, booming message from the sky kind of thing. It could be something very small. And that's why it's important to be able to be open and aware to receive that guidance. We have Queen of Wands here as well, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be from an air or a fire sign. Something that you've been waiting on for a while. In trying to navigate around some sort of family dynamics, some family issues here. There could be some sort of lie that was told about children. Queen of Cups. Definitely check out the water sign reading. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that caused a lot of confusion here. A lot of confusion. There was a lot of conflict and really needing to walk away. Someone was left out in the cold, or it could have triggered a dark night of the soul for somebody. And that's what this energy could be talking about. There's like a dark night of the soul energy here going on. It could be something that you've been not wanting to look at, or maybe it's someone in your family that you can see that they're having a hard time, they're having a difficult time, but they're refusing to look at it. But it can set them free. There's an opportunity here in the near future for this person or for you to be able to be set free from this codependent devil energy here with the Fool card. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius or a Capricorn. But I definitely feel there's going to be some clarity brought to you in regards to healing. Definitely lots of healing. There's an opportunity here for major healing. Peace of mind. And sometimes when we can't acquire that peace I was talking about at the beginning of the reading, it's because there's something a lot deeper underneath that we need to take a look at that needs to be healed from the root up. It needs to be uprooted. Wow. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I definitely feel like healing through this is going to give you a new passion for life. And you're going to be connected in with the divine. You are going to have peace, clarity, everything that you need. There could be 3 incidences that have happened out of these 10 that are the most intrusive, that are the most like stickiest, and you just haven't been able to work through it. And I feel you are going to receive your 10 of Cups when you work through those 3. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Woo! All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. That was beautiful. Okay. All right, I'm going to move this back up. Let's see how that, All right. Okay. So that was really, really good. That was amazing. I love that. We're going to move on to the next 3 and clarify those as well. Whew. Hope you guys are having a good night. Oh, my face is still kind of cut off. Trying a different setup tonight, and it's like, yeah. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. So, next we have success, know, and if you believe. Okay. I definitely feel like you are going to be successful here in the healing, in following the guidance that you are being given at this time. definitely the water sign reading. There's a lot of emotional energy right now that's really superseding. I don't know why I keep saying that word, but superseding a lot of other processes in your life. That's what I mean about that King of Swords energy. Really needing to learn, and believe me, I'm like learning this too. Learning how to really manage my emotions so it's not taking over, you know, my whole life, my whole mental ability to think and make decisions. Because if I'm always reacting or making choices out of my emotions, then it's not very reliable, and it's more impulsive, I guess. And there's certain lessons and certain repercussions that come with that. So, anyway. I definitely feel you're making a lot of strides here towards your new beginning and becoming liberated from whatever sort of Ten of Swords energy that you may be finding yourself in at this time. Okay. Please clarify the success card. Success, exclamation mark. So that is like, yeah, that is assured. The divine is letting you know that it's assured. Your success is assured. So don't worry. Don't worry your sweet little heart. Hey, well, I mean, if success is a blessing, I think so. Came in at a good time. Thanks for being here. We're just going to get some clarity here in a second on what success is. Whew. Thank you, Spirit. Please clarify. Thank you. Two of Wands. So I just seen that as I was shuffling. Definitely something that you've been planning. Could be with an Aquarius. Someone from the past. Six of Cups. Balancing out the emotional self. Could be, for some of you, if it has something to do with healing. Thank you, Spirit. It has to do with healing your inner child. That's what those three swords that we've seen earlier could have been about. There's a close tie to your inner child that needs to be healed. So we have the Hermit that came out as well, Virgo energy. So 9 of Cups underneath the deck here as well. So I definitely feel like you are going to be successful in overcoming this energy by going within and continuing to listen to the guidance from your higher self and your spirit guides on how it is to move forward. You are on the right path. You are definitely on the right path. And I feel like that's a message that's strongly needing to come out during this time to really override and ascend that 8 and 9 of Swords energy. Like I said before, if there is a guide that is coming to you, or if the divine is aligning you with a spiritual guide, I really feel like this is going to help you, or this could be a wish fulfillment that you've been wanting. We have the 9 of Cups here. King of Pentacles could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Double confirmation for Virgo energy here. You could have Virgo in your chart. Yes. Yep. Okay. Someone who's definitely very grounded, because we have the 7 of Cups and the Devil. So there's definitely some of that devil energy I was telling you about that's kind of trying to trip you up and trying to confuse you and trying to tell you that you're not on the right path and you need to give up and, you know, you're making the wrong decisions, all this kind of stuff, and really putting this doubt in your mind. Yeah, with the 9 of Wands here again. Three of Wands. Something that you've been waiting on, possibly from a Sagittarius. A message. Been through a lot. You've been through a lot. Which is how, thank you, Spirit, which is how the devil energy can try to trip you up, because it knows where your weaknesses are. Or this could be a person. If the devil energy is coming through another person, it could be that someone is like pretending to be this Nine of Cups energy and like this wish fulfillment for you, but really underneath it, they are like still working, not working, but like they're still some of this codependent, some of this, their shadow energy is still kind of there. They could be, hold on a second here. It could be their own shadow that's actually holding them back here and creating a lot of confusion. I could really feel that. Like I said, it could be coming from another person that knows how to get in their head and to trigger their shadow. And it's like a control tactic. Yeah, there's some conflict here. There's some karmic, I think they're dealing with a karmic person or a situation. I don't know. Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Can you get one more, please, for the success card? That was some, okay, the moon. So we have Pisces energy. Nine of Wands. This could be that some of that energy I was just picking up on. So this is like disillusionment and like fears that we could be creating ourselves. I know right now, like, there's a lot of Neptune energy that's occurring right now that can really trigger a lot of disillusionment within ourselves. And like, that's what I mean about self-doubt, deprecation. You know, like, I'm not really sure if I'm making the right decision, if I'm going down the right path. I'm really confused. Like, where do I go? I've made it this far and I don't want to quit. You know, I made it this far and I don't want to quit. Like, I've done all this work. You're doing a lot of reflection on where it is that you put all your investments. The investments that you put into yourself, into your business, into your family, into your relationships. I feel right now it's a very good time to take a step back and to be very discerning about what it is that you are going to communicate, or how it is that you want to communicate to people in regards to work. And also, how are you communicating to the divine and to the universe about exactly what it is that you want in your life? If you are trying to manifest abundance in your life and success in your life, it's very important to be able to learn how to speak that into the universe. If we are like stuck in the past somewhere, in a situation, possibly with a conflict or an argument that was going on, and we're continuingly to replay that in our minds, and we're communicating and talking about it with people, we are reliving that energy, and it's going to continue to manifest in different ways and create a lot of confusion and disillusionment. We are attracting that energy into our lives. So I feel the divine is really encouraging to really continue reflecting, but don't stay there. Continue working on what it is that you've started. You are in the right path. You are working towards success. You are definitely going to receive a gift here. It could be from an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I definitely see a message here coming in because you are focused on self. You're focused on your empowerment. The Nine of Pentacles. This offer might put you in a Two of Swords energy here of like not sure which, you're kind of at a crossroads. You're not really sure which way to go, what decision to make. But we have the Eight of Cups, really needing to walk away towards receiving your divine justice. Libra energy as well, balance. There could be an opportunity here between two people as well. I mean, love is definitely very tied to our abundance. But I feel there is a need to make a decision. on walking away from something that is no longer in alignment with who you are and where you're going. To receive your justice. I just keep hearing that, to receive your justice. It's like you're shedding an old life, an old way of thinking, an old way of being. And we have Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. That's what I mean about, I feel like this could be a crossroads. You're at a crossroads between two people. You're kind of like pros and cons of these people, you know, like who's going to be the best partner that's in alignment with where I'm going. Lots of water energy here. We have the King of Cups again, Taurus, Ten of Swords, communication. It's always coming back to love here. It's very tied with your abundance, and I feel if there's any sort of like heartbreak, if someone may have left you out in the cold or may have ghosted you in the past, I feel like there is a need to bring balance to that situation in order for you to move forward and to gain the abundance that you are deserving of and that you've been manifesting. But if there is a blockage in your heart space, could be from a Gemini, if there's a blockage in your heart space, then I don't like it's going to block your abundance and block your manifestations. Because if you're not completely heart opened to receive, then it's important for that. But I feel the divine is telling you, like, don't worry, we got your back. We're going to make this happen. But we also have to do our part. Right? Okay. Whew. All right, so the next card we have No. So for some of you, if you've been contemplating on a question or on an action, the divine is asking you or encouraging you or telling you straight up, no, not right now, not right now. We'll get some clarity around that here. Thank you, Taurus. Okay, Hierophant. No, it's not a Taurus. One more, please, Spirit. Three of Pentacles. Hold on. There's something really... Whoa. As we were just talking about the Three of Swords underneath the deck. Then the Tower and the Seven of Swords. There's some kind of spiritual group that you might be a part of. I don't feel like they're really supporting you the way that you were hoping for. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I feel like it's important. How am I going to say this? Okay, there's going to be a lot of spiritual leaders that we put a lot of trust into that are going to be illuminated, that are going to be what's the word? Exposed. Thank you, Spirit. They're going to be exposed for any sort of pain that they may have caused or harm that they may have caused to another person. Because, yeah, we have the Three of Swords and the Tower card here. So, Any sort of lies that was someone is being shady, someone is being sneaky, I feel like it's going to be all brought to the surface here. Could be dealing with an air sign as well, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but I feel like this is the opportunity. There is going to be an opportunity to be able to speak your truth on this. A message, an apology, possibly from a Leo. It's going to require a lot of inner strength to be able to manage those animal instincts that we were talking about a little bit earlier, about like, you know, the impulsive, like emotional kind of decisions that we can make sometimes that really can bite us in the ass later. Moving towards what gives you passion here. Okay, so that was a little bit heavy. Something that you're not seeing. I think there's an opportunity to be able to channel some of this energy into something productive, into something like inspirational for yourself. Receiving Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Disappointing energy. There's some kind of spiritual group here. And the answer is no. We're going to get one more. So that message was for some of you here, but let's see what else is. I feel like there's something else here. There's like the other side of the coin. One more, please, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so the other side of the coin is we have the Ace of Cups and the Hanged Man. So, for some of you, this is, hold on a second. Whatever this no is about, it's not what you think it is. There is a need to see things from a different perspective with the help of the love from the divine. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So for some of you, oh man, how am I going to say this? Okay, for some of you, if this is like a spiritual group or a church or something, and there's some kind of epiphany or some kind of truth exposed or something that really throws you off, and the other side of it is Spirit is really encouraging you to see things from a different perspective with the Hanged Man, to really see things differently, to help give you your own salvation. That we were never meant to give our power away to another person or another entity or another group to receive the salvation that we need in this life, or the salvation that we've been praying and that we've been hoping for. And I feel that's the other side of the coin. The exposed, the truth will set you free. And that's what the divine is encouraging you at this time with the Hanged Man and the Ace of Cups. Because we were never meant to get salvation from another human being, from another person per se. We were meant to achieve our own salvation by healing ourselves and setting ourselves free, by receiving love directly from the divine. We talked about the peace that we are going to be receiving from the divine, the unconditional love. that will set us free. And for some of you, this Virgo or this hermit, this sage, that's what they call it in the book, but I mean like someone who's spiritual on the spiritual journey, can help to alleviate some of that. It's almost like cushioning some of that impact of the truth by offering you a new path of seeing things, of perspectives. It's not the dogmatic path. That is all of that is being dismantled at this time. In my other readings, we talked a lot about how like the old patriarchal paradigm is being like crumbled by having a lot of truths being exposed. Someone could have been withholding some information here from you, or finances. There's going to be an apology about any sort of betrayal that was going on here in the past, which is going to put you at a crossroads in making a decision on how it is that you are going to put down a lot of these burdens. This could also be financial stability. I do see victory here. Virgo energy again with the High Priestess, really, really tuning into your intuition. Your intuition is a very quiet voice as well. So who you're receiving guidance from is your intuition helping you to guide you to the right message at the right time. But there's going to be a victory here. 10 of Cups, Empress energy, 10 of Pentacles. Wow, we have all 4 10s here. All 4 10s. Opening to receive, gaining some sort of financial security or financial stability here as well. If anyone was withholding finances from you, I feel there's going to be an apology coming through definitely here. Making a decision, needing to make the choice to put down these burdens towards your victory. Now, this could all be an internal thing. This does not necessarily mean, because we're at the 10s here. We're almost at the major arcana. Like you are like at the end of the minor arcana, just about, and we have some major arcana here, just about to get into the more higher level energy. Now you have a choice if you want to put down these burdens and move towards your victory in your 10 of Cups. Or Empress energy, 10 of Pentacles, fortune, family, abundance, success. Yeah, needing to make a decision here. 2 of Pentacles again, with the 4 of Swords. How is it that you're going to put your time, money, and energy to be able to keep your it's really flowing through. Hey Ria, thanks for being here. Sorry, I was just like really deep in here. The 4 of Swords, really managing your time, money, and energy, your focus, to be able to sustain. Thank you, Spirit. That was the word. I was going to say manage, but it's more about sustaining your peace of mind. Yeah, peace is the name of the game. And bringing in a lot of celebratory energy here. 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, something that you've been waiting on for a long time. Oops. That kind of shifted a little bit, but I felt that. I hope you guys are having a good night. So glad that you're here. The collective energy has been pretty intense. It's not all bad though. It's definitely really, really good, positive. There's just some energies that need to be shifted through, transmuted. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Swords. Okay. All right. So next, oh, thank you. If you believe, we have the Four of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Cups. So, I feel this is coming back to the message that we were speaking about earlier at the beginning of the reading about peace of mind. The Four of, the Four of Swords really speaks about peace. Like, this guy's super chill. He's like practically sleeping like the dead because he's so peaceful. You know, like he's good. He's good. The Three of Swords that he was having to deal with are all on his wall. Like, that's not bothering me anymore. I'm completely serene and happy. So I feel if there's any sort of that like discordant, confusing energy, if you're questioning something, this is where the divine is saying, slow your roll, because this is exactly the message that the divine gave me before this reading, for myself. Like, slow your roll, calm your mind. Everything is happening in divine timing. No worries. No worries. You'll also be dealing with Sag, or have Sag in your chart. There's a message of hope that's coming here. Message of hope. So if you believe, now your belief is a very powerful force in the universe. So if you believe in something enough and if you give it enough focus, it will actually begin to manifest into your reality. Whether that's in your mental space, your emotional space, your spiritual space, and then you could manifest in the physical. But I feel the peace of mind is what's going to bring you a lot of clarity. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the King of Wands here. Hold on, let's see. If you believe that it is the right decision for you, then do it. If you believe in your heart and your soul and you know for sure, without a doubt, unwavering. And it's when we calm our mind is that when we can actually connect into our heart space and to listen to what our hearts are telling us versus what our mind is telling us. So yes, we have a message coming in here. It could be from a fire sign really wanting to bring in balance to the situation. We have Six of Pentacles. There was a lot of conflict and competition around this energy. Something that you've been manifesting for a while. It could be a Leo or a Gemini. Seven of Pentacles. Really doing a lot of reflection. Some of you could have been receiving some financial gain in your business. Some return on investments. Four of Wands. Okay. So this has to do with a union. The Lover is Gemini. We have double confirmation of Gemini here. So if you believe this person is your divine counterpart, then I feel like that is a question that only you and the divine can answer. But it all looks beautiful here. In divine timing, you are going to receive a message of love. A Knight of Cups is coming in to deliver a message. Fire, Leo, Gemini. There's some kind of conflict energy here going on around them. Around possibly some finances on their end. They could have been doing a lot of reflection on what it is that they want in a family. Because the Four of Wands is speaking about, you know, happy home, marriage, engagement, possibly. This could also be an opportunity for you to reflect and to gain some sort of illumination on like how far you've come and what it is that you want in a relationship. Because it's not always like, sometimes we can get super hyper focused on the other person and we want to be what the other person is looking for. And that's when we give away our power, right? When we should be asking like, what is it that we want? You know, what is it that we're deserving of in a relationship, in a partner? You know, that has, there's reciprocity, there's balance, there's respect, there's understanding, there's compassion, there's communication. You know, like how are we going to resolve conflict? How are we, you know, going to talk about finances? How are we going to manage finances? How are we going to manage, you know, our time like together and apart? You know, I was talking to my brother actually the other day about relationship contracts. Like, I know it sounds super like super formal and not very fun, and it kind of takes, you know, the spark of the passion out of like a relationship, but honestly, relationship contracts will like increase your relationship success rate like by a lot. And especially if you do it at the beginning of a relationship before you kind of get too involved. If you are too involved, that's fine too. Like or if someone's coming back from the past here, you know, that could be something that you can introduce. I mean, do some research on your own to see if it resonates for you. And if it's something you're interested in, then, you know, like you could bring it up to this person and be like, what do you think about this? Could we talk about a relationship contract or like work through one together? And to really get all of that stuff out in the open at the beginning of a relationship, so there's an understanding. There's a mutual understanding of where each person sits in the dynamic. And, you know, what's like to really curb any sort of unrealistic expectations of each other, and to understand, you know, like when a conflict arises, this is what I plan to do for myself. This is what I'm going to do. Please don't, you know, take it offensively. Like if I need to take 10 minutes to go be by myself or whatever, like that's just what I need to do. That kind of thing, right? So, yeah. Union, definitely union here. Compassionate energy with the Empress. The Empress is very, like, she's very, very creative. She's the number 3 in the major arcana. She's very, like, abundant. She has a lot to give. And I feel this union is going to help with your abundance. Remember how we talked about, like, the heart chakra? And when it's opened, you can create and you can create more abundance in your life. It like feeds, it's love, right? It's love. And you know, we're moving into we're in the age of Aquarius, but there's a lot of shifting happening. And I feel like that's why a lot of unions are being brought together, is to be able to really harness in on that love, that mutual, that very respectful, lasting, unconditional love, which is going to help birth amazing things for the new earth, you know, for like whatever that is that resonates for you, that you want to create. Some of you could be going back to school as well. We have the Page of Pentacles. Moving away from any sort of conflict. Now this is a bit of a shift in energy. This is like something different. Different storyline. Some of you could be receiving some funds from someone that's going to help you move away from any sort of conflict. We have the Tower, Scorpio energy, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Love you too. Yeah, if there was any sort of shady energy here, I feel like that's going to be, like I said, it's going to be exposed. If some of you are needing to leave a situation, I feel like you are going to receive some help here to help you do that in a way that isn't, that's kind of like behind the scenes. There's going to be some sort of exposure here with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups from someone here in regards to work, possibly. Okay. That was intense, but beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Temperance. Temperance. Sag energy. Maybe check and see where you have Sag in your chart. I feel like that could help give you some sort of direction here. There's also a sense of kind of needing to, especially if you have a Sag in the North Node in your chart, there's like, I feel like there's a little bit of Sag energy that is needing to be embodied. They're just like to kind of help balance out some of the more serious stuff that we picked up on here. Like the playful, free-spirited, like, you know, fun kind of energy, adventurous, you know, like, you know, Sages, you know, are very like open-minded and they like to explore and go on adventures. They like to research like on new spiritual, what's the right word? Spiritual theories and you know, like different kind of avenues, right? Like yeah, so I don't know, that kind of came out there for someone. All right. I feel like we clarified quite a bit here. Let's talk about this moon very quickly. It's like staring at me. Thank you. Yeah, there's some sort of shady energy here that's kind of like Seven of Swords, the illusions. Someone might be trying to like mess you up, trying to trip you up here. But there's going to be balance brought into the situation. I feel like you're going to receive some sort of guidance and clarity with a fire sign. You're going to receive a message. You're going to receive a message from a fire sign. Air sign energy here as well. Or this person is the one who actually could have like created this whole Five of Pentacles energy. There was some sort of ending, Scorpio energy as well. Whoa. I just got like, I just felt that wave of clarity. Focus on your abundance. Focus on yourself. Let what needs to fall away fall away. Nothing gets past the divine. If there's any of this Seven of Swords and like moon energy, someone's trying to like create some unnecessary, well, it's all unnecessary. No one needs to suffer. But if they're creating some sort of suffering for you or some sort of like taking away your peace of mind, like nothing gets past the divine. And I feel like that message keeps coming through in a lot of the readings, is like nothing gets past the divine. And that's a message for us as well, right? Like that's not to state that everyone else around us, you know, it creates Seven of Swords energy and moon energy for us. Like sometimes this is us doing it to ourselves, and whether we're self-sabotaging or you know, like it's to keep us in check and keep us in our own integrity as well, right? Like Nothing gets past the divine, so we can't fool ourselves or try to fool someone else if we may have been manipulating a situation. There is balance that's going to be brought into the situation. There's going to be an apology or a message here that's going to help you in persevering towards your success. Even if that means leaving someone, if there's an ending here. I feel like you are going to be rewarded for choosing you. There could be another person coming in here, the King of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, let's continue. Whew. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the clarity. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. I hope you ladies, and I can't tell who's all on my laptop. Oh yeah, we did say that we were going to talk a little bit about this. So be assertive in your boundaries and how it is that you are going to be fighting for yourself and your life and what it is that you want in your life. To trust the process, trust in divine timing, trust in the divine. Everything that's occurring is happening for a reason. And sometimes that could be a really tough lesson to be able to learn how to trust 100% and surrender to the process. Ask help from others. There's no shame in asking for help. I know we have been conditioned to believe that, we need to be able to do everything on our own. That is not true. We were never meant to do things on our own. And one of the most courageous things that you can do for yourself is asking for help. I mean, I just had like a major epiphany awakening in the last couple of weeks just by this lesson alone, learning how to ask for help when I needed it, when I was in the pits. And I was surprised and so appreciative at the amount of help that I did receive when I asked. And it was surprising and it was beautiful and I cried, and it completely opened up my heart to myself and to others and to the world. And it was a very beautiful experience. So yeah, there's definitely no shame in asking help from others. We are meant to help each other. The Aquarian age is all about really bringing in the community, to help move everyone and humanity forward. Take action. There will be a time when it is to take action. Communicate clearly. Perfect timing. Big happy changes. That's beautiful. Choose a new direction within the next few weeks. Okay, we can do a whole separate reading just by that alone. Let's not go there. I did want to get into our oracles because that is definitely going to help give you the higher perspective. So tarot for me really helps get into the nitty gritty, and the oracles are beautiful. Like I can do a pretty amazing reading just from oracles alone, but the oracles really give you the higher perspective on the situation and to really help you focus on the things that are going to help kind of tie everything together. So love underneath the deck, the energy of God, source, the universe, creator. So definitely a lot of these lessons is really teaching us to bring it back to ourselves, coming back into ourselves, learning how to love ourselves unconditionally, which helps to open us up to be able to receive love from the divine. Now, the love of the divine is everywhere and in everything. It's in all of creation. It's never separate. We are never separate from it. It's just when we're living in the duality and the three-dimensional, as they call it, is when we really feel that separateness. And from the conditioning and the different paradigms and all these sort of things and the different dynamics, and I could go on and on. But really, when we dismantle all of that, we start really opening up our space to love. And love, like I said before, is very attached. Thank you so much, Spirit. Is very attached to our abundance. Okay. Keep going. Oh, thank you. One more? Okay. One more. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Holy Spirit coming out here first and foremost, but peaceful. Thank you. Okay. So the Holy Spirit is coming in. There we go. To help bring peace into the situation, to bring peace over the situation, I feel. It's definitely, it's been a strong message since the beginning, is to remain in a very still and calm and composed space right now. I don't feel like there's anything to worry about, even though it can be very hard to accept that sometimes when there's a lot of chaos going on around us. But this is just to help ease your mind that peace is being brought into the situation. The Holy Spirit is here completely surrounding you and everyone involved, and really bringing a lot of healing into the situation, a lot of peace of mind. Thank you, Spirit. If seeing doves is a synchronicity for you, there is a dove there. Next card is Saint Agnes of Rome. So don't compromise. We talked a little bit about this. So she speaks about not compromising on your values, on your morals. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think there was another word, but definitely don't compromise on your own morals and your own values. So, you know, we've seen the Be Assertive card as well underneath the deck. And we talked a little bit about relationships and reciprocity and that kind of thing, right? So relationships don't necessarily have to be talking about romantic. It could be talking about family. It could be talking about children. It could be talking about coworkers, business partners, you name it. Anyone who's another human being is basically, you know, a relationship. So really, Spirit's really encouraging you not to compromise on your own happiness, on your own morals and your own values in regards to these relationships, in regards to your work. Because we did talk a little bit about that earlier about, you know, some of you might be leaving an old job that is no longer in alignment for where you are, and you're kind of like in this little limbo area, limbo space where you're like, okay, do I want to move forward with this? And a really good way to check in with that and check in with yourself is to ask, like, is this compromising on any of my values? And if it is, then maybe it's time to kind of reevaluate the situation or reevaluate the relationship. But I feel like this is really standing in your own integrity as well. Standing in your integrity. Be assertive. Don't allow people to take advantage of you. At the same time, being in that integrity and not taking advantage of other people. You know what I mean? So animals, I know I brought it up earlier about the doves, because I feel like some of you are seeing a lot of synchronicities, or at least the divine is really encouraging you to be open to seeing the signs and synchronicities that they're trying to send to you, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your guardian angels, the divine. So animals, a lot of animal totems are definitely trying to come through for you right now. Some of you could have pets as well. That's really going to help bring in a lot of healing for you. If you don't have a pet, then it could be that the divine is encouraging you to look into getting a pet. Especially as empaths. Empaths were like really sensitive, and having a pet can really help to heal. It can be very healing for us. So that's St. Francis of Assisi. But yes, definitely be mindful of the different synchronicities that you may be seeing, the spirit totems. If you're seeing things 3 times, that's usually a pretty strong indication that, you know, there's a message behind it, and you can just Google it really quickly to help guide you on your path. My favorite card, sleep. So your guardian angels are here encouraging you to rest. Take some time to rest right now. There's a lot of upgrades, like I've talked about in the other readings. There's a lot of energetic upgrades that are going on for us right now, and it's like ascension symptoms. If you're not familiar with what that is, you can Google it. It's, you know, it's different for everyone depending on where you're at in your journey, but we're all going through this ascension journey together. It's just some of us are aware of it, some of us aren't. So, but yes, really taking the time to rest right now. Take some naps if you need the naps. You know, try not to push yourself too hard right now. You could be receiving a lot of information and messages through your dreams. That is definitely one of the ways that I started speaking with my spirit guides, or they've been communicating with me, was through my dreams, and like really documenting them. You start seeing patterns. Yeah, love that card. And stress management came out. This is also a very, you know, note to self reminder, you know, to manage stress. There's animals here, lots of animals. So stress management, you know, that is completely a personal thing. You know, sleep if you need to sleep, eat if you need to eat, halt if you're hungry, angry, lonely, tired. You know, there's different remedies that you can do for yourself to help ease some of those basic human needs. And then, because sometimes that's all it is. Like, sometimes I could be so hangry and like not realize it and then have a snack. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, the whole situation's fine. I was just hungry or hangry, right? If you're lonely, you know, to reach out for a friend. What else? Exercise. I mean, it's all pretty. I think we all have an understanding of what stress management could mean for each person. Definitely some inner child work here. Maybe also dealing with children if you have children. Retreating your mind. You're going to find exactly what it is that you're looking for. And meditation. Speak your truth. It is a learning experience. You're going through a very important life lesson at this time. It's important to believe in yourself and be generous with your time, money, and energy. Once again, we're going to close it out with this oracle with love. So I feel that is the undercurrent for everything that we do. Wow. We've been on for almost 2 hours. I think that's the longest I've been on here. So next we're going to do the Tree Angel Oracle to really help to ground some of this energy. And we're going to close out with the Goddess Power. Whew. Yeah, because I really felt like we needed a lot of support right now. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this guidance. Thank you so much for this help, the support, the joy, the grace, the peace, the clarity. Thank you so much for these blessings. Thank you so much. What messages do you have for the collective to help guide them on their path during this time? For their highest good. Thank you. In the presence of love. Rowan, number 5. So we're speaking about change. Lots of change. Red. Root chakra. Field maple, which also breaks down to a 5. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. So I feel with this card, it's really connecting in with your higher self. Definitely really connecting in with your inner worlds and your higher self, really aligning yourself. Again, we've talked about that. Rowan. Okay, here we go. If we open ourselves up fully to the Rowan tree's energetic field, inspiration will strike like a bolt of lightning. Whether the impulse comes from our inner voice, our higher self, or our angelic being, or whether it is from the tree or even God himself, everything is concealed within the light because we have already leapt up and began to turn our ideas into action. We find ourselves painting, writing, composing music, following our heart's desire. There's no need to analyze why, we just feel compelled to do it. So, we experience ourselves as willing tools of creation at the center of the joyous river of being. Action that derives from such knowledge of the inner self always brings fulfillment. The results of such creativity always have a truth and sincerity to them, even if they could not be termed a masterpiece, which would require a great deal of practice or training and the blessing of the ash. Yet, it is also right to be cautious with regard to allowing ourselves to be carried along on this great river of inspiration, in case we lose sight of our roots and neglect our promises to those around us. Inspiration that comes from the center of our being has yet another gift for us, one that is even more important than creativity. We become profoundly aware of our identity, which protects us from all sorts of worldly dangers, social role-playing, showing off, and always seeking the limelight, manipulating or being manipulated by others. With Rowan at our side, we can be true to ourselves. When the angelic being of Rowan is absent, our lives are bereft of ideas and somehow inauthentic. This lack of originality can lead to plagiarism and peeking in cliches. Other signs of this lack are boredom, a feeling of emptiness, and finally, depression. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Oh yeah, the poem, my favorite part. Okay, so the oracle. Habit threatens, social masks, and routine paralyzes. The river dries up. Listen, do you hear the call? Follow your inspiration, and day by day you will step into the flow of creation. Beautiful. Whew, almost done. I know. I could be, we seen child underneath the deck. Yeah, so my child is wanting to talk. So, all right, almost there. Let's bring it home here, the goddesses. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much, goddesses. Thank you so much for the messages and the clarity. Thank you. So before, when I did the pre-shuffle, underneath the deck was transformation. So I feel like a lot of this is a part of your transformation. So we have Kuan Yin coming out, number 27, which breaks down to a 9, which really speaks about spiritual development and spiritual alignment. And she speaks about compassion. Underneath the deck, we have Alliance, 21, which breaks down to a 3. Okay, before I get carried away here. All right, Kuan Yin. So compassion is definitely a very important tool in going through any sort of transition in our lives. It is, it is a very it's a very freeing spiritual principle that we can adapt and adopt into our lives. It's very, okay, I'm just going to read from the book. I'm getting kind of tired over here. So, Kuan Yin, compassion. Compassion is what's needed right now to help you release perfectionism and defensiveness. The purpose of compassion is to help reduce suffering in the world. So be mindful not to judge yourself or others too harshly as you stumble through life's obstacle course. In fact, tuning into the energy of compassion and kindness almost instantly eradicates the stirred up energy of controlling thoughts and knee-jerk behaviors. The Chinese goddess of compassion, Kuan Yin, gently nudges you to ask yourself this question: what would kindness do in this situation? If you approach everything with that in mind, you will discover solutions and new paths unfolding before you. In fact, living with compassion as your guide really changes everything, right down to the products that you buy and the food that you eat. Today, make kindness a priority. The world will be a better place, and you will feel amazing as you see the miracles light up where you least expect them. Alignment message. Are you feeling overwhelmed by all the suffering in the world and you can't imagine how you can make a difference? Do you feel hopeless over how we treat nature and each other? The goddess Kuan Yin knows that this is an important time of reckoning and reordering, but wants you to be careful not to fall into the pit of despair. If you allow the media to fill your mind with a constant barrage of what's wrong in the world, you will become numb and unable to move. The good news is that your alignment task. First, focus your mind locally. Your choice is not to save the whole world, but to bring your attention to where you can help. Even the smallest step toward a greater compassion is huge. Educate yourself about cultural issues and be better and more conscious and sensitive about your choices. Lend a helping hand to someone in need, volunteer your time, and choose one act of random kindness daily to help alleviate suffering. Do what you can and make that count. Always ask in your work, your relationships, and in your community, how will what I do serve others well? Remember, if you don't get it right, you can always course correct. With commitment, you will add more beauty to the world. Everyone is learning right now, and Kuan Yin reminds you to be kind to yourself too as you accept your role in birthing a new world into being. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. We did talk about that co-creation. Oh, awesome. Okay, well, this has been quite the journey with all of you. Thank you so much. I really, really hope that it brought some clarity and some guidance for you in your journeys. I really felt it heavy earlier. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, we talked a lot today, so I love you guys. Sending major blessings and lots of love and blessings and healing your way. I pray that all of these messages have received you well. And if you're interested in a reading, you can always hit me up. You can check out my website. I have a business page as well. If not, you can just hang out with me here on my lives, and that's cool too. And yeah, I'm going to definitely wind down here. So I love you guys so much. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for your time and your energy here and sitting with me. Okay, good night. Mwah.